Good day everyone, Jason Haines here once again from QPL Rural with another look at what's been happening around the Riverina in the Haines Report. Well, the calendar has ticked over and that little bit of rain last week has started a few air seeders off this week. There's a little bit of activity throughout the district, but many producers are holding back until we see what happens with this next rain. Now, we have seen livestock markets lift across this last week as well, as some areas have had rain and restockers are starting to bring on some more stock in those eastern parts. The Eastern Young Cattle Indicator finished at 4.94 cents per kilo carcass weight. The National Trade Lamb Indicator up to 6.77, and the mutton job also increased at 455 cents per kilo carcass weight. For those producers looking to step into the market, there are some very strong forward contract prices for June-July delivery. Please give us a call and talk to us about these. It's always good to know what the end result will be. In water news this week, well, probably the big news is the 10 gigalitres that MIL looks to be putting out into the market as a sustainability product. This is going to go to shareholders at a price of approximately $338 per megalitre through an expressions of interest program. At approximately 70% of the market value at the moment, this will be much welcomed by shareholders and obviously a very useful tool in starting off the current season. In temporary water markets at the moment, all the major systems are probably around that 500 or just below. There looks to be trades around that 475 to 480 in the Murray, Zone 10 and Zone 11, and the Murrumbidgee is still trading up around 500. In permanent trade this week, well, there was some reports that Murrumbidgee General Security Water was softening a little bit. There were some reports that we were looking at prices back close to that $2,000 mark, but there does look to be active buyers still in the market at that $2,150 space. And as usual, high security water prices have remained strong. Now, I do have an order on the books for a very small portion of temporary water on that lower Lachlan bore water. If you've got a little bit left over, please give me a call. I've got a buyer that wants to jump into that space for a special job. In rural property this week, well, we did bring to the market Sandside last week. This is an exceptional property and there's probably not much you can't do here. You can summer crop it, finish lambs, breed stock, breed cattle. It's got some good heavy creek country, approximately 10 kilometres of Yanko Creek frontage. The property comes in at 3,300 acres or thereabouts and has a good mix of country, approximately 850 acres of flood irrigation. It's grown rice in the past, but equally has grown some absolutely exceptional medic and lucerne crops in the past. Now, with a very sound stock and domestic water, as I said, this could be a very good breeding property, but equally, you could grow a whole heap of forage on this place and turn over a huge amount of lambs. It's right on the Newell Highway. You've got road train access there and easy access straight down to those southern markets, whether you're going down to Melbourne, across to Wagga, or wherever you're going with your lambs. This is a great place to finish them off. Featuring a good 3-stand shearing shed, a good set of steel sheep yards with a capacity of approximately 2,500 head, and a good set of cattle yards. You can't go far wrong with Sandside, and I do think this property will suit a lot of buyers. We will run Sandside to expressions of interest finishing on the 30th of April, just in time for you to jump in and get the 2019 season going for yourself as well. There's real value and diversity here, and I do encourage you to give me a call and head out for an inspection. Now, if it's a finishing block or a reliable finishing block you're looking for, we do have Mundara on the books. Coming in at 820 acres, this block is an ideal finishing block. It's been set up for finishing lambs. It does have a 3-stand shearing shed on it and a good set of steel sheep yards. There's overnight accommodation there, but this block is underpinned by approximately 550 acres of flood irrigation and a Zone 3 Lower Murrumbidgee deep bore. Now, the current owners of Mundara have set this block up for ease of operation, to be able to remote monitor it, but also to store and turn out large numbers of lambs. With good grazing on irrigated country for backgrounding stock, approximately 4 feedlot pens for finishing stock off, and all underpinned by bore water, you couldn't ask for a much more secure operation. This property is only 23k out of Narandra, and with this infrastructure and the reliability of the bore water, you'd be able to produce known results year after year. Now, we've only got 3 weeks to go on Mundara for expressions of interest, but I do encourage you to jump in there. This is a great property and will be ideal as a starter block or a finishing block for an existing operation. Lastly but not least, I will encourage everyone to jump online this week and have a look at our online Mannheim auction. This one started yesterday and will run right through to Wednesday the 3rd of April, finishing at 7 p.m. There's some absolutely fantastic machinery on here. Large articulated tractors, headers, augers, cattle yards, sundry equipment including mulchers and ploughing and air seeders. There's some very good quality items here, and no doubt we'll get plenty of interest in this space. So jump online, go on the Mannheim website, go to Trucks, Trailers and Machinery and scroll your way down. We're the QPL sale, the multi-vendor Riverina sale, and see what we've got to offer. If you need any help or would like to jump on and have a look at some of this gear firsthand, please give us a call and we'll go out and do an inspection. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information on any one of these great properties or machinery here today, please give me a call at any time on 0488 594 450. I look forward to catching up with everyone again next week. Cheers.